Good afternoon, children. We have discussed in the previous class regarding about the maps and who prepared the maps initial style. For example, Sumerian and next Babylonians, Greeks, Romans. How they have prepared in their own style the maps. Whichever the maps prepared, their own country was in the center of the map and remaining all. And they have showed the north as the bottom, south as the top. In this manner, we have discussed in the previous class about the map. How does the map start? Now we will discuss regarding about the next section, Ptolemy and other schools. During the 15th century, Ptolemy has inspired an enthusiasm entire the world, non-Arabic world. Which one? Non-Arabic world. Do this one here. Italian school, German school, French school, English school. This all across the world was here, which were inspired by the Ptolemy books, and they also prepared the maps. Later on, the Arabs people, who we can call them as the second Muhammad Dos Sultan, he occupied and he blocked the way roadways to the India through the Mediterranean Sea. Who the Arabs blocked the way to India and Mediterranean Sea. So what happened? Most of the Western European countries were trying to search the other ways to come to cross the India. So like that, what happened? Like Spain country, we can take which one? Spain, Portugal, Holland, England, like this, all the countries, European countries, they are searching the ways. So in this manner only they have find the sea routes. The Columbus has discovered the America and Vasco da Gama reached Africa through the India. Who? The Columbus. He discovered the what? America. Vasco da Gama. He went to Africa through the way India. When he came to our country in the 1492. So like this we can find, see, the most of all the countries are going to be. So the Arabs were, when the Arabs blocked the way, they are searching for the different types of routes to how to reach the India, some other countries. In this manner they have came to our country, who the Vasco da Gama as well as Columbus also discovered the America. 16th century, when during 16th century, the Holland, now we are it was called Dutch, now we are calling what as a Netherlands. It was a supremacy in the trading, and it was a very supremacy in the maritime also. Here they want to make conquering the other countries. It was having a very supreme in the way in the trade part. So like that, here the father of Dutch cartography, Gerardus Mercator, father of Dutch cartography. He was the main important person in the preparing the maps initially, how to prepare the maps. And regarding about that one, he prepared the Mercator's map, and this one it is called what he projection, that is called what? Mercator projection. Whole entire the world was following the Mercator's projection only, in the way how to prepare the maps, in what manner, like this he prepared these all things. So everyone know about the world is like a ball. Everyone know what? Earth and world is like a ball. But when you want to see on the map, we can make on the paper, will become as a flat. It will come like a flat only. But here on the paper we are unable to make exactly curvature. We are unable to make the shape of the curvature. So what will happen at the time? It may become a distortion of the sizes or location, or we have to face the problems. Even though he has prepared very better, so entire the world has came under his control only. What? The Gerardus Mercator, who prepared as the maps, everyone has going to be followed by him only. Everyone, it's become a role model to entire the world by his maps. So what his projection called? The Mercator projection is called what? Mercator's project. So here, some ways they are going to prepare the maps. Everyone has going to follow his maps, and who the father of Dutch cartography. His name is called what? Gerardus Mercator. His projection is called what? Mercator's projection. Projection has improved for the all to make the what of size of the land or location of the land, longitudes and latitudes is all in the fixing the pattern. And later on, colonization and exploration of the European countries came to across all the continents, like it occupied the North America, South America, Africa, Asian countries. When they occupied these all the continents, they want to know about the interior parts of the world. European means, well, you can take example, just now we wrote here the what? Spain country, Portugal country, Holland country, some England, these all the what? European countries only. These countries has occupied the what? North America, South America, Africa, Asia, and they want to know the interior parts of the world of these countries. So they have sent the what? Scientific expeditions. Scientific. So these people went to that areas, to the continents, to the interior parts of, they want to know the interior parts of the places. What do they want to know? Like the what is that country is very rich in the resources, or it is very rich in the mineral resources, or it is very rich for the agricultural production, or industry purpose, or trade purpose, or sailing purpose, in all export and import. In this manner they want to know. So the sailors who are sent by the scientific, they have went and they fought in their own way. They went to that interior places, they fought on their own way, and they acquired the interest parts of the places of the across the world, and they come to know one conclusion what? And here they are control all the crop areas and resources areas under their control. Who? The European. Like this, what happened? The colonies, European powers has established the power on the across the world, and that is which occupied our countries like Asia, Africa, North America, South America. They have crossed the deserts, the rivers, mountains, plateaus, plains, and these all occupied by under the control, and they kept and they designed as they how they want to make the maps. These were help to them who are coming to that countries from their own motherlands to start a trade, or to make in the part of sea route sailing, or to occupying the other nations for their country development. Like this they have helped. And later on the Britishers came to our country, and they also started how to prepare the maps. In that one, they established one survey of India. That is called what? Survey of India, to prepare a maps in our country. Who the Britishers prepare as a what? Survey of India established. On the base of this one, the first person, Survey General James Rennell. Who that one? James Rennell prepared the maps, which is the best to our country. In our India, by the British, it was the first maps prepared for our nation, how to use and where is the having crop area, where is the having deltas and these all they have prepared the by James Rennell, first Survey General. Who is him? First Survey General we can call. And next in the 1802, William Lambton, the person who want to make the survey the what from the South Chennai to make the into the Himalayas to elevation as well as in the longitude. Why? Because all the heights are having equal from the sea level. So from the south, from Chennai, he has select the place and to the Himalayas. And later on, one more person, Sir George Everest survey, and he prepared what as per him the Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. By his survey only we come to know the Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world in the Himalayas, he concluded. And later on his name only for memorial, what happened? He has about the Mount Everest who has surveyed first time in the world, Sir George Everest. He was the first person survey done with scientific method. On his name only, honorable, on his memory, the Mount Everest has kept by on the behalf of Sir George Everest. So which is the highest peak in the world? Now we can say Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world in the Himalayas also. So how does the Mount Everest came here? The survey was done by the Sir George Everest with the scientific method in the first time. So on the name, on his memorable only, we are calling the Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. Now we have discussed it. How does the maps were used? During the two world wars, during the two world wars, for example, First World War, Second World War, 1914 to 1918, 1939 to 1945. During these two world wars, the maps were used by all the countries, but they want to keep very secretly. Why? Because at the time of army need more and more about how the enemies are coming to their country, how to protect their country from the neighboring countries, armies and enemies. Like this, they need to prepare the map properly. They want to keep how in the secret manner. But nowadays, what we are doing, we are using the satellite imagery of maps entire the world, and there is no choice to hide. It is very important to identify the maps. Why? Because through the satellite, where are the minerals located in our country, where are the crop areas are there, where is the high rainfall, low rainfall, like this we have to find out all the due to the maps only. Later on, now in our days, now how the maps are utilizing for our purpose. They are making for planning, first of all. Planning. And next is what? For development. But in the olden days, for what purpose they were using the maps? For example, for trade. They were using maps for what? Trade, sailing, and next conquest, to occupy the other countries, colonize, to occupy them, and they had to there by them other countries. So for these purpose, in the olden days, maps were used for what? Trade purpose, sailing purpose, conquering the other countries, or to make, after conquering the countries, to colonize their countries under their control. Now we are making what? For planning and development. We are making the maps now regionally, and to locate the what? Which area is having high rainfall, which area is having high rainfall, which area is having a low rainfall, and which area is having desert, which area is having cropped area, which area is having high temperature, which area is having speaking the spoken languages, means which people are living, Kannada people or Malayalam or Chinese or Arabic, sir, to find out the maps we are making. These all having the what? Different types of maps we are preparing now across the world. Not is in the unique manner we are going to make. The maps are helping in all the tremendous to find, identify to us where is the high rainfall, low rainfall, high temperature, where is the desert, where is the minerals crops are located, and where are the high delta areas are there, high plains. With the help of maps we are able to find. Now we will discuss about the thematic maps. Now we will discuss about the what? Thematic map. What do you mean by thematic? What do you mean by thematic? The map which will be tell for us about the only one aspect. Only one aspect. It may be tell about the crops. The map tells about the only crops. So it tells about the what we can call them as a thematic map. What? It tells about the only crops, not about other the population map. For example, the map tells for us about the only population, or only political, or only physical. Now we'll discuss about the what? Political. For example, political. It shows about the countries, states, districts, mandals, towns, and about the boundaries, all things. Physically, it tells about the what? Mountains, plateaus, plains, and land from these all things. So it will show for us about the only one aspect. When it is showing political, it doesn't show for us physical. When it is showing physical, it doesn't show the political. Like this, it shows for us only about the one aspect. And on the maps, we are showing for different colors to represent for us. We are unable to find these things. For example, what is the land area? For example, what is the crop area? For example, which is the delta area. We are using the word some part of symbols. Now I will show the what, for what color it what represents for us in the map. Dark blue. It shows for us oceans and seas. Light blue. It shows for us tanks, rivers, wells. Dark green. It shows for us forest. Light green. It shows for us grassland. Brown. Land for cropped area. White. Where the minerals are located for us, it shows for us. Black. It shows for us boundaries. Light red. It shows for us wastelands. Still we have so many colors. We have written few. The dark blue shows for us what on the map? Oceans and seas. A light blue shows for us what? Tanks, rivers, wells, tube wells. Dark green, forest. Light green, grasslands. Brown, land cropped area. White, minerals. Black for boundaries. And light red, it used for the what? For as a wastelands. So here we need to show everything on the map exactly. We are unable to show, but we have to use with the help of some symbols. That is called as a what? Conventional symbols we can call. Conventional symbols. For example, if you want to show the map, on the map a temple, we are unable to draw the full temple on the map. So what we can do? We can show the temple symbol on the map. For example, it indicates for us in the map what does show for us. It is a what? Temple or church or mosque or some anything. So these are called as a what? Conventional symbols. We are unable to draw the complete the map. What is the temple on the map? It will take more than 1 kilometer of the map. Then what we can do? We are using the what? Small symbols. That is called as a what? Conventional symbols. For example, metal road. Metal road. It symbols for us what? As a metal road. Unmetal road. It is called what? Unmetal road. For example, PO, post office. Like this we can find, and it show for us what? Dam. We can call what? Crossing bridge. These all we can find the different symbols. So with the help of on the map, with the conventional symbols, we are able to be find what is what exactly. But exactly what actually is there, we are unable to draw that one. So for the help of that one, we are using the what? Conventional symbols. Now we will discuss about the what? Density of population. Density of population. What do you mean by density of population? The number of people. Number of peoples living per square kilometer is called what? Density of population. For example, here the starting point, here the ending point. It is what? 1 kilometer. It is a place of A. At the place of A, starting point 0, here at 1000 meters. It is called what? 1 kilometer. Here living 20. The place of A, density of population how much? 20. Means the number of people living per square kilometer is called what? Density of population. We will discuss as per the 2011 census data. As per the 2011 census data, few will discuss. For example, Bihar 1102 is there. The density of population of Bihar state how much? 1102. It is the highest density of population in our country. Second will come what? West Bengal with 1030. Next Kerala 859. Next UP 828. Himachal Pradesh 573. So these are the what high density of population states in our country, top 5. Now we discuss low. For example, Arunachal Pradesh, lowest density population of state in our country means Arunachal Pradesh only how much? 17. Like this we can find few other like Sikkim, some other. If you take example AP, Andhra Pradesh 309 density of population, Telangana 307 density of population. So on the base of the total area and divide by the population, then we can find the what? The number of people living per square kilometer, how much we can find. This is called what as a density of population of the data. Now we'll discuss about the contour lines. Contour lines. The contour lines also called what? Iso lines. What do you mean by iso lines? A lines joining of the equal heights of the place. A line joining of the equal heights of the place is called what? Isolines or contour lines we can call, or we can call them as a isoplate also. What do you mean by isoplate? On the map or on the place which will be going to connect the equal heights of the place, that is called what as a isoplate we can call. So here the contour lines, how does it tell for us? It tell for us it is in the gentle slope or a steep slope or equal. For example, if the contour lines are draw a far like this with 100 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, means it is having a gentle slope. If the contour lines are drawn very nearby, then what happen? Here it could find what for as a steep slope. If the contour lines are drawn equal, then it's called what as a uniformly we can find. Uniformly. What does it show for us? It show for us the slope of the land as well as the elevation of the land also. It show for us what as a slope of the land or elevation also show. Which one? The contour lines for us. The contour lines also called what as here? Iso lines. Next we'll discuss about the what? Aerial photography. Aerial photography and satellite. The photos will take the technique of the earth from the elevation portion of the here. Aerial photography. The photos which will be take technique of the earth from elevation portion. For example, this is the earth. With the help of what we can take? Helicopter or hot air balloons or jet planes. The photo technique which we will take of the earth from the elevation portion with the help of helicopter or hot air balloons or jet planes. So we can take what? From the here space or from the sky. This is called what as a aerial photography. Next, satellite imagery, which is the taken from the artificial satellite from the space. It has taken to on the earth what is there exactly, where are the minerals located and where are the forests is there, where the rivers are. This all we can see. It is not like an exact real map, but it shows for us the features. How does it do? That is called what as a satellite imagery, but it's not like a aerial photography. It can take from the space, from moon or from the main. We have sent so many which are there like Aryabhatta or Mars or Chandrayaan. These all things we can find the study of the satellite imagery. And next last one, atlas. What is atlas? A collection of book of maps. A collection book of maps is called what? Atlas. Whatever we can find in that one, with the help of atlas we can find the longitude and latitude Where is the place? Either it is the coldest place, or it is the hottest place in the world, or it is the wettest place in the world, or we can find the flags, we can find the currency, we can find the location, we can find the geographical area. These all we can find with the help of atlas. So what is exactly is there about the geographical data, or we can find all these? That is called what? A collection book of maps is called what? Atlas. Today we have discussed about the what? How does the Ptolemy inspire the other non-Arabic world like Italian school, French school, German school, English school, and how does the maps are used during the world wars, and how the maps are used for us in our daily times for planning and development. At the same time, what is thematic map, and what is density of population, what is aerial photography, and what is shotted imagery.